What if I told you that this exhaustion you feel, this ability to sense what others are hiding, this sensitivity that makes your life heavier than it should be, it doesn't come from emotional weakness, but from a perceptual system your psyche built long before you had a choice, built for a mission your conscious mind never agreed to? And what if there exists within you a psychological shift capable of converting this apparent vulnerability into a form of sovereignty that most people will never reach? But here's what nobody tells you about deep intuitives. Caring too much isn't your gift overflowing. It's an unconscious trap, one you set for yourself. And while it feels like the thing that connects you to people, that makes you valuable, that justifies your presence, it is the exact same reason you've never truly belonged anywhere. The very thing you use to fit in is what keeps you permanently outside. Within minutes, you'll understand why. You'll discover what your caring was actually for, how it became a trap without you seeing it, and why escaping that trap requires not one death, but two. The first death most deep intuitives experience, but the second death, the one that actually transforms, most never complete. Carl Jung spent decades observing what happens when someone who perceives everything finally understands why they care the way they do. What he found will change how you see every relationship you've ever had. This transformation doesn't make you softer, more available, more at peace. It makes you psychologically untouchable, not because you stopped feeling, but because you finally stopped bleeding for people who were never wounded in the first place. Part 1. The Perceptual Burden. You walk into a room and something happens before anyone speaks. Not an impression, not intuition in the soft, vague sense people use that word. Something more total than that. The atmosphere enters you, complete and immediate, and you're already holding information nobody gave you. The tension between two people who've been careful not to look at each other. The exhaustion beneath someone's cheerfulness. The thing the room is collectively pretending isn't there. You didn't ask for any of it. It arrived. You're sitting across from someone. You understand them, what they're not saying, why they're saying what they are, what they actually need beneath what they're asking for. And you give them that, precisely. You ask the right question at the right moment. You hold the right silence. You watch them feel understood, maybe for the first time in years. And you drive home afterwards wondering why that felt like nothing. Your body knows before your mind does. Someone starts talking and your chest tightens before you've processed a single word. Your jaw closes. Your breath shortens. Every cell already knows this conversation will cost you something. And you nod anyway, and you open anyway, and you give anyway. Because their need is so visible to you, so undeniable, that saying no feels like a cruelty only someone with your perception could commit. People have told you you're too much. What they don't know, what you've never said out loud, is that what they experienced as overwhelming was already the version you'd edited. What landed on them as intensity was you holding back. The full weight of what you actually perceive in any given moment is something you've never shown anyone, because you understood early that it wasn't receivable. You've tried to close distances you didn't understand you were creating, cared so precisely, so completely, that the other person felt the walls go up in response, stayed long after you should have left, convinced that more understanding would be the thing that finally made it work. That is what it means to be a deep intuitive, not sensitivity as a personality trait, something more structural, more involuntary, more total than that. And the exhaustion it produces is so specific, so chronic, so invisible to everyone around you that most of you stopped trying to name it years ago. But here's the question nobody asked you. If this perception exhausts you this much, why do you still have it? Why didn't it just turn off? Part 2. The Origin of the Wound. You were born perceptive. That part wasn't a choice. The cognitive architecture, the way your mind processes information, the depth at which you naturally operate, the frequencies you receive that others don't, that came with you. But what happened to that perception? How it got trained? What it learned to do in service of keeping you safe? That's where the wound lives. And it happened early, before you had words for it, before you knew perception could be anything other than survival. For some of you, it was a specific person, someone whose mood determined the weather of the entire household, whose face you checked before you said anything, whose particular way of not looking at you told you everything about what the next hour would be. For others, it wasn't one person but the general atmosphere of a family that dealt with everything by not dealing with it, tension that lived in the walls, conflict that was never named and therefore never resolved, just cycled. You got very good at reading what nobody was willing to say. And for some of you, it was simpler and stranger than that, just the experience of being built differently from the people around you. receiving signals at a frequency nobody else seemed to notice, having to monitor everything constantly because the ordinary social cues that worked for other people didn't give you enough information to feel safe. Understanding the room became the substitute for belonging in it. Here's what your nervous system concluded from all of this, and it has never revised the conclusion. The perception you were born with, the capacity to understand at depth, to see patterns, to feel the whole, got repurposed. It became threat detection. It became survival radar. The gift that was meant for understanding complexity for its own sake became a tool for staying ahead of danger. And that repurposing happened so early, so completely, that you've never once experienced your perception operating any other way. You don't remember what it felt like to perceive something beautiful without immediately scanning it for threat. You don't remember what it felt like to understand someone deeply without that understanding automatically creating an obligation. The perception and the hypervigilance became the same thing. That fusion, that's the wound. And here is what that cost you. The thing nobody has said directly. The system your psyche built to protect you from being blindsided by other people's emotional states became so refined, so total, so always on, that it eventually made the protection impossible. You got so good at feeling everything that you lost the ability to feel nothing. The gift became surveillance. The surveillance became exhaustion. And the exhaustion became the baseline you stopped questioning. What you're carrying isn't the perception itself. What you're carrying is what the perception had to become in order to keep you safe. And it's been running that program for so long you've forgotten it was ever anything else. And then something happened that turned all of that perception into something far more costly. Part 3. How perception became caring. Here is the mechanism nobody explains. Perception, at the level you experience it, doesn't stay neutral. It creates obligation. And that link, between seeing clearly and feeling responsible, was never supposed to be automatic. But it became automatic so early you've never once questioned it. When you were young, the perception was already fully operational. You saw exactly what was happening in the people around you, the pain they were carrying, the dynamics they couldn't see themselves, the gap between what they said and what they meant. You understood all of it, and you had zero power to change any of it. That gap between complete perception and complete powerlessness is where the central wound formed. The psyche found the only solution available. If I cannot stop what I see from happening, I can at least respond to it. I can make myself useful to it. I can convert my perception into availability, and my availability into value, and my value into a reason for people to keep me close. Caring became the only leverage a child could find between what they saw and what they were unable to do about it. And it worked. People responded. They sought you out. They stayed. For the first time, the perception felt like an asset rather than a burden. So the equation set. Seeing became caring. Caring became connection. And connection, for someone who had spent years feeling built for a different frequency than everyone around them, felt like survival. And this is where everything you just understood becomes something darker. The caring wasn't just connection. It was a trap. One you built for yourself without ever meaning to. Part 4. The unconscious trap. This is the part that is difficult to say and more difficult to hear. The caring was genuine, and it was also a strategy, not deliberately, not consciously, but running underneath everything you genuinely felt, there was a quieter calculation your psyche was making without your knowledge. If I understand you completely, you won't leave. If I make myself indispensable to your pain, I become necessary. If I give you something nobody else can offer, I earn my place in a world that doesn't naturally make room for someone built the way I am. Your perception became your admission ticket. Your emotional precision became the thing you traded for belonging. And here is where it collapsed into a paradox that has run your relationships for years without you seeing it clearly enough to name. When you care at the depth you care, and deep intuitives don't have a halfway setting, it's total or it's nothing. The other person doesn't experience it as warmth. They experience it as weight, as exposure, as being understood before they decided to be understood, known before they gave permission to be known. Something in them retreats from the precision of it. They create distance, and you, with your perception operating at full capacity, feel that retreat before they've even completed it. And you respond the only way your system knows. You give more. You understand more precisely. You become more available. Trying to close a gap, your own intensity is widening. The very thing you used to fit in is what kept you permanently outside. Listen to that again. Not as self-criticism, as the most clarifying thing anyone has said to you about why the pattern kept repeating. The people who stayed because of how much you gave them Did they stay for you, or for the function you performed? The connections that felt like depth, were they intimacy, or were they dependency wearing intimacy's clothes? You already know. Your perception knew before you were willing to let it tell you. And then something breaks. Not the relationship, not the other person. You. The version of you that believed the caring would eventually work. This is the first death, and for deep intuitives, it usually arrives not as betrayal, but as a recognition you can't unsee once it lands. Part 5. The first death. Jung understood that most people don't choose to go deeper. They are pushed. For deep intuitives, what does the pushing is rarely dramatic. It's the accumulation of a specific recognition, arriving so many times it becomes impossible to keep outrunning. You look at someone you've given everything to, your understanding, your precision, your years of careful emotional labor, and something in you goes very quiet and very clear. They never actually saw you. Not you. They saw what you provided, the function, the resource, the person who always knew what to say and always stayed and always understood. They saw that, and they valued it, and they would have been genuinely sorry to lose it, but they never looked through it to find you behind it. The worst part isn't that recognition. The worst part is the one that follows immediately. The recognition that you selected for this. That your perception, which could read anyone, consistently found people whose need for being understood was bottomless and whose capacity to understand back was minimal. Not because you were blind, because their wound matched yours in a specific way that made the whole arrangement feel like purpose. Their need activated something in you that had been waiting for exactly that shape since childhood. That version of you, the one built on the belief that caring deeply enough would eventually produce something reciprocal, doesn't survive this recognition intact. This is the first death. Most deep intuitives survive this first death by building armor. They close. They become selective, guarded, careful, and for a while, sometimes years, it feels like they've finally learned something. But this space, between recognizing the wound and actually integrating it, is the most dangerous period of the entire journey. Part 6. The dangerous middle. This is the period nobody warns you about because it looks like healing from the outside, and it feels like it from the inside too at first. You've stopped giving yourself away. You've stopped absorbing automatically. You've created distance between what you perceive and what you do about it. You feel, for a while, like you've solved something. The armor feels like wisdom. The withdrawal feels like boundaries. The careful distance feels like finally learning. And for a while, sometimes years, it does feel like you've transformed. But the perception didn't stop. It never stops. You still walk into a room and receive everything. You still see the wound beneath the behavior, the fear beneath the performance, the manipulation beneath the charm. You've just decided to do nothing with any of it. And what Jung observed, again and again in the people he worked with, is that this is not integration. It's inversion. The same unconsciousness that was driving the overgiving is now driving the withholding. The wound is still running the program. It just flipped the switch. You swung from one extreme to its opposite and called the distance between them progress. It wasn't. It was the same cage, facing a different wall. And here is the detail that makes this period genuinely dangerous rather than just uncomfortable. The people you attract change. Before, you attracted people whose pain needed you. Now, in your armored state, you attract people who experience your unavailability as a challenge, who make it their particular project to open you, who are drawn precisely to the version of you that has decided not to be reached. And if you don't see this clearly, the cycle begins again. Different people. Identical architecture. The armor was not the answer. It was the wound in its second form. And then, usually years later, the second death arrives. Not as betrayal this time, not as recognition, as something quieter and more total. Your body makes a decision your mind hasn't caught up with yet. Part 7. The second death. The second death doesn't announce itself. It doesn't arrive as betrayal or confrontation, or a moment of sudden clarity. It arrives as a particular quality of tiredness, an exhaustion that has no drama left in it. You wake up and your body has already made a decision your mind hasn't caught up with yet. It's been signaling for months. The tightening in your chest when someone begins talking about their problems. Before they've said anything. Before you've consciously registered that you don't have anything left to give. The jaw that closes on its own. The specific kind of fatigue that comes not from what you've done, but from simply being in proximity to someone who wants something from you. Your nervous system, which has been running at emergency capacity since before you knew what emergency meant, has reached the end of what it can maintain. And in that exhaustion, something that has been fused your entire life, finally comes apart. A space opens between what you perceive and what you do about it. You see someone's pain as clearly as you always have, as completely, as accurately, and you don't move, not from coldness, not from a decision you made, because something deeper than decision has shifted the architecture. The seeing and the obligation are no longer the same thing. For the first time in your life, you perceive without it automatically producing a debt. This sounds like a small thing. For a deep intuitive, it is the most structurally significant psychological event of their life, because every relationship, every identity, every understanding of what you were for, was built on the fusion of those two things. Perception created obligation. Seeing created responsibility. The whole structure of who you believed yourself to be was constructed on that equation. What dies in this second death is not your capacity to care. What dies is the belief that your perception is a contract you didn't sign but are obligated to honor. Jung called this individuation, not a destination, but the ongoing, often brutal process of becoming who you truly are rather than who the wound required you to be. What remains after the second death is not absence, not the cold you were afraid of becoming, not the armor wearing a different face, something else entirely, something that required both deaths to reach. Part 8. What remains? Your perception doesn't diminish on the other side of this. If anything, it becomes more precise, because it's no longer being distorted by the anxiety of what you're supposed to do with it. You walk into a room and you still receive everything. You still understand people before they finish their first sentence. But something has changed in what happens next. There is a pause now, a moment of actual choice that didn't used to exist. And in that pause lives the question that changes everything. Is this mine? For the people where the answer is yes, the ones who demonstrate something genuine, who are capable of the same quality of attention they're asking you to offer, what you give them is different from anything you've given before. Not because you give more, because it comes from a different place. Not from the old terror of becoming unnecessary, from something quieter and more stable than that. And that difference lands in them in a way they can feel, even if they can't name it. For everyone else, there is no confrontation, no explanation, no dramatic withdrawal, just the quiet, complete absence of someone who has stopped performing a function they were never meant to perform. The exhaustion lifts, not all at once, but the quality of it changes first. It stops being the exhaustion of someone running a system they can't turn off. It starts being the ordinary tiredness of someone living a life that is actually theirs. You were never too much. You were giving everything to people who could only receive a fraction of what you are, and calling the gap between what you gave and what returned a failure of yours. You were never meant to understand everyone who crosses your path. You were meant to find the few who are built to receive who you actually are. Not the function, not the resource, not the one who always understands. You. Jung called this individuation. Not healing in the conventional sense, but a return to some prior wholeness. A movement forward into something that couldn't have existed before the wound, before the two deaths, before the specific journey you've been on without knowing that's what it was. For most people, this process is optional. Comfortable adaptation is available to them, and they take it. For deep intuitives, it was never optional. Your nature made unconscious living too expensive. Your perception made comfortable numbness structurally impossible. You were going to be pushed toward this whether you chose it or not. That is not a consolation. It is simply the truth of what you are, and what you are capable of becoming on the other side of understanding it. The exhaustion was not a flaw in your design. The caring that cost you everything was not wasted. It was the only path your psyche knew toward the thing it was always trying to reach. Now tell me, what was the moment your body finally said no? Share it in the comments. Your words might give someone else the language for what they've been living without being able to name. You were never meant to save everyone. You were meant to become someone who couldn't be destroyed by seeing everything. And now you are.